What's up, good people?
We do
What's
this.
up, good
Be well, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever your time zone is, standard, mountain, or whatever. We got a brief but a powerful session for you on today. I'm getting ready to bring you all know him as Stock Up with Larry Jones. He is my blood brother. We call him Dad Junior, number two. And also my other blood brother, you all know him as uh I forgot his name, but y'all know him as the Sirwalterj Jones. So all you bunkers out there, go ahead and share. And those of you that are wanted to know about the Bitcom, go ahead and share to your friends and your loved ones and tag somebody's name. But we are getting ready to bring my brothers on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Stock up with Larry Jones. How's it going, brother?
It's going well. I'm glad to be here talking about Bitcom.
Yeah, yeah, big comp.
And what did I say? Did I say
Big,
something wrong?
You said Bitcom.
Oh man, my bad.
there's,
Yeah,
there's an event
yeah,
happening this weekend. There's a big comp happening this weekend.
yeah,
Bitcom
yeah.
conference.
And so let me. I want to start off first. Walter, give me a biblical perspective. Here's my question before we turn it over to Larry. A biblical perspective, because a lot of people think that it is either sin, it is wrong, or whatever to invest, to save, because for some reason, growing up, even in this church, I love this church, but for some reason, we have the notion that you can't save no money and that you got to spend all of your money in church, on tithe, on offering, on reports, on chicken dinners, and on building funds. Can you kind of help us on that from a biblical or religious or a church standpoint?
Sure. The United States didn't create the concept of a stock market. Something is wrong with our concept here of understanding that. As we look in the scriptures, we do see where Jesus was mentioning the talents and how he made the analogy of the man who owned things. He was able to he walked away, but he left these three men in charge of something, and that is investment. And then when they did invest, two men did the right thing and got a good return. And the other guy, well, you know what happened to him. He decided to basically hide it, hoard it. What he did would be equivalent to us taking money, fiat money, cash, dollars, and putting it in up under the mattress, expecting it to do something. Okay, and inflation comes and hit that dollar, and then if the dollar is not worth to 2 years from now or a year now from what it was worth a year prior, because it hits against inflation, so he's losing money. So we basically doing what he did, and so he did not invest the money properly into the market and did not give his master a good return. And then he was, well, you know what happened to him. So this biblical concept here was something that Jesus used for what was going on during that time. Those Jews they were in the market. They were buying and selling and holding and what have you. So this is not a American concept. This was a world concept. And it works still today. And I think that we all should take heed to it and follow the trail of success.
Mhm. Follow the trail of success. That being said, I'm still learning crypto, but I'm going to give it over into the hands of my capable other brother. He is known as Stock Up with Larry Jones. Larry, go ahead and take us there and talk to us. Go ahead, son.
Go ahead,
Thank
John.
you, Dad. So, good people, we as the body we usually suffer from getting on to something late. You know, we did it with YouTube, we did it with television, we did it with the television was offered to the church first, radio, and then television, and then Facebook, and then social media. We're always the last ones. And I just want you guys to be educated this time that the world is changing. It's spinning really fast and things are changing. I've always said that the world has changed more in the last 5 years than it has in the last 50, right? Since 2020, it's just everything is changing. Understanding cryptocurrency, we've put a bad name on it. We've put a bad, it's taboo to talk about. Mm-hmm. Well, the incoming president today rang the bell on the New York Stock Exchange. Not only did he talk about crypto, in particular Bitcoin, he also has a Bitcoin company that him and a Bitcoin bank that him and his sons are invested in. Elon Musk, which is one of his right-hand men, right now, Tesla owns almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Okay. RFK Jr., which is another one of his right-hand men. All of his wealth is in Bitcoin. Yesterday, BlackRock, who probably has your pension fund, who probably manages your pension fund, over $11 trillion. They are the biggest asset managers on the planet. Just yesterday, and I reported it today, said that they are going to suggest allocating 2% Bitcoin into these funds. Now, what funds do they own? Do you know that they're one of the major shareholders of most of the major banks, including Fidelity? And a lot of people don't know that. You know, what do they manage? All of the, like the teachers' funds, the police funds. This is BlackRock. They own everything. And that they have been the biggest purchaser of Bitcoin this calendar year, right? So that they could sell it to you. And they also own the media companies that tell you that it's funny money to push the price down so they could load up. Right. Well, on my other platform, it starts with Y and it ends with the tube, right? I have 660,000 followers that have been making money since 2020 in the stock market and crypto. One of the things I want you guys to understand about cryptocurrency is that it is not stock, but Bitcoin is not going to replace the dollar. There is room for both to exist. Bitcoin is equivalent to a block of gold. Just think of that. Bitcoin is equivalent to gold, but it's digital. You may have some gold if you're 70, 80, 60, 70, 80. You may have some gold, in a reserve somewhere or under your bed, but your kids don't, and your grandkids ain't thinking about gold. They're going to get digital gold.
That's right.
Yes, and that's going to be cryptocurrency. And so I was on these platforms telling people that I was buying a full Bitcoin when it was 20,000. And then people go, I'm going to wait. Then it hit 30,000, then 40,000, then 50,000, then 60,000, then 70,000, then 80,000, then 90,000, and now 100,000, right? And now people say, you think it's too late for me to get in? And that's what we suffer from. Well, I'm here to tell you that one day, one Bitcoin will be worth $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that that time period is from 8 to 10 years from now. And you're going to look at 100,000 Bitcoin and still say, I should have got in then. All right. So what I want to tell you is this digital currency. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. There's only 21 million. There's something called blockchain technology. I don't want to complicate it. So blockchain technology is like you mining gold, but it is done, the mining is done with something called Bitcoin miners. The world's largest Bitcoin miner is called Mara, M-A-R-A. I had the CEO on my show here at Stock Up, and we discussed crypto in its entirety. Then I had the world's second largest Bitcoin miner, then the world's third largest Bitcoin miner. I talked to these gentlemen at length here on my show. Walter, you've seen them.
Yep.
And what I will tell you is crypto is here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
And you may say, I'm not going to buy it. Yes, you will. You're just going to pay more when you make up your mind to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you may say, well, I just invest in the S&P 500. Well, guess what's going to get added?
Yep.
You say, well, I'm just going to just put money in my 401k. Well, guess what's going to get added to the funds? The incoming president is talking about holding Bitcoin as a reserve. The CEO of Mara told me that if BlackRock just suggests 1% Bitcoin, that's enough to double the price. And now on yesterday, they suggested 2% Bitcoin. So just think that Bitcoin is digital gold, right? It's not going to replace the money. So you may say, yeah, but you can't go to the store and spend it. When was the last time you saw somebody with a block of gold at the supermarket?
Right.
It's a store of value.
Right.
Is exactly what it is. The only reason why it's not as big as it is right now is the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. Well, he's getting fired. But before he gets fired, I went to the government website. He put his resignation.
Oh yeah, he resigned.
So and guess when he's resigning? January 20th, Inauguration Day.
That's right.
And who is the new SEC guy coming in? A guy that owns 2 crypto companies. Mm-hmm. That's who's coming in. So his entire staff, the incoming president-elect, are all Bitcoin maximalists, along with 270 other lawmakers that now have the Senate and the House. I believe by the inauguration that Bitcoin will be 110K. And that's going to cause the price to go up even more. So do you have to buy entire Bitcoin? I'm going to dispel a lot of myths. A lot of people think, well, I don't have 100,000. I didn't start with 100,000. I started with $5. You literally can open up an account. I use Coinbase as one of my accounts. And this is going to sound braggadocious, but it's not. That people that's been following me on this journey. I have been swing trading Bitcoin to get to 80K. And I have turned that 80K into $475,000. And I will turn that well over $1 million by the summer of 2025. I have become one of the leading voices in this space because I want you guys to get this money. Now, you may think that a lot of people don't know, and that's true, but a lot of people do know. If you go to that other platform, or if you Google Stock Up with Larry Jones, you will see and you will read the tens of thousands of comments of people paying off their houses, getting out of debt, making life-changing money. One person made $500,000, and in 2021, this cycle was here again. So let me break down crypto cycles. There are crypto cycles, which all relies on Bitcoin, is a 4-year cycle, right? So there's something called the halving, and this is written into the code, the digital code. That halving happens every 4 years. Well, that 4-year cycle just so happened to correspond with the presidential election.
Mm-hmm.
The halving happened in January of this year. That means that the Bitcoin miners can only mine digitally. You'll see these big warehouses with all of these computers that is just computing, and they're added in blocks of information that's added to a chain, making what's called the blockchain, because every transaction has to be verified with these complex computers, right? So just think of blocks of information added to the chain. This chain is a worldwide network, and that is what's called blockchain. And so now with your phone and with your app, you could say, I want to buy $5 worth of Bitcoin. And you can make that purchase. Coinbase also allows you to say, I want to buy $5 a day. I want to buy $10 a day. I want to buy $100 a month. And that's how a lot of people have, including myself, have accumulated a lot of Bitcoins. All right. And so what happens is you have 3 major types of coins right now. And some of you guys have heard of Dogecoin, and you've definitely heard of XRP. It's the new darling right now. So you have Bitcoin, which stands alone. And then you have what's called altcoins, right? And then you have what's called meme coins. So just think of Bitcoin as gold. Think of the altcoins as like big chunks of gold, right? And think of the meme coins are like pennies off of the chunk of gold, right? And so what happens is every 4 years, you can only mine half. So it keeps cut in half, the mining. Why? So the supply cannot be swallowed up by one person or one entity. It is made to be the great equalizer financially. Now, if I'm in Africa and one of my African brothers say, can you pay me? And I go to a shop and I say, I want that suitcase. And he say, can you pay me in Bitcoin? I could send him my purchase. I can send him my payment in Bitcoin, and there's no exchange rate. That's one of the reasons why it's the great equalizer. There's no reason for these slow banks to process. I don't have to wait until the morning to go to an ATM to get out, grab $100. It's instant. It's 24 hours and it's instant, right? Now, let me dispel a myth with over religious folk that really don't know the scripture. Okay. What is that? Oh, Walter. He's pointing to Walter. So
Over religious.
You know, I did an entire message on the talents, and you guys read that again. All right. People say it doesn't mean this. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean this. And, you know, at the end, the one that buried the one talent, he said, at least you can do is make what off of that, Walter?
Right.
He said, at least you can do is make interest, right? Tell me, what other than a store of value can you get interest off of?
Yeah.
People, it's overcomplicate things.
He said, he said, I knew that you was a shrewd businessman.
Exactly. And then they took the talent from him, said, you don't even deserve this.
Yep,
Get out of the kingdom.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm going to say this right now, and I hope somebody gets mad. I hope somebody gets mad. I want you to get mad. I want you to get even, though. Gentlemen, I can post on Facebook soon as this video get off. Somebody's going to wake up and they're going to have $100,000 in their account, and it'll get 15,000 likes.
Yeah.
But if I say you can create generational wealth, but it's going to take some time, and here's how you do it, it'll get 5 likes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And so what I'm telling you guys is this. You can't be lazy. You can't be lazy and I don't want to deal with that. Okay. You don't want to deal with it. I'm taking people all over the world and making them money hand over fist. Why? You don't want to deal with it. Oh, that's too complicated. No, it's not. All you have to do is take the time to study. I'm telling you, you could do this, and I'm telling you, you can understand this, and I'm telling you, you could make some of this money, right? For the next 4 years, we have a crypto positive president. And I just told you that we are in a 4-year cycle.
Yep.
So by the time he's actually leaving office, we will be in the next crypto bull run.
Right.
If you didn't hear anything else, hear that and circle it, because there's so much money to be made. What you have to understand about crypto is, yeah, it went down in 2021. It was supposed to. Mm-hmm. That's the way crypto is in the 4-year cycles.
Right.
There's generally 4 stages in this 4-year cycle. You have accumulation, where you're supposed to accumulate. Then you have markup, and that's where all of the crypto you've earned, you've accumulated when it was beat down and nobody wanted to touch it, it starts to move up like it's been doing now, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, and it could go to 170,000 by this summer. Some saying 220,000. Mm-hmm. Then you have the what's called the distribution. And that's when you should be looking to take some profits. And then you have the markdown. And that's where a lot of people get caught. That's when the over-religious people go, well, maybe I should get some of this Bitcoin. It's 200,000 now, but I wouldn't touch it when it was 20. But I'm going to pay 200,000. And Wall Street calls you dumb money, because if I always teach my people, especially with the stock market, is when a good company falls, that's when you go in like a fireman and you buy.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Okay. So when crypto had this flash crash on Monday, I did some major buying. And all of the buying that I did then, while others who are newbies were getting scared, I'm up by thousands of dollars.
Okay, you got to stop that.
Go ahead.
Right there. You said something important, and so the people won't take it as a broad statement. You said when what kind of company fall? You said
a good company.
That's important here, you people.
Yes.
Because if Apple fall, Apple is here forever. Okay.
Apple ain't going nowhere.
Apple ain't going nowhere. So if Apple fall, that is a wonderful opportunity for me to dive in there in that sea and start buying up Apple stock. So it's not like he said, if any company fall, now you got to start buying it up. No, he said a good company.
A good company. And there are a lot of good companies. NVIDIA is cooling off. Yeah, but it's overpriced. One day NVIDIA's price is going to be double what it is.
Palantir is overpriced as well.
Listen, I was calling Palantir, Walter, at $5.
Yeah.
I'm up hundreds of % in my Palantir plays.
Yep.
Okay. I have a Roth IRA that I'm up 147% this year, because I have adapted the idea that I'm a fireman, and when good companies are going down, that's when I go in and buy. And I wait.
thing. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
wait because there's this wonderful thing
Yes.
called a correction, and this correction just
Exactly.
weed out all of the weeds and grass and the dandelions, what have you, and it corrects itself. And when it does
Yep.
that, these stocks will dip, yes, but that's good for cats like us who know that the meat is at the is at the bottom that we can eat.
Now I'm going to share.
Stock up. Before you do
I'm
that,
sorry. Go ahead.
you said that's when you buy when they get low.
Yep.
So explain, because to the over church people above me, they would think that that wouldn't make sense. You know,
Right.
the over church ones. Yeah, they would think that that doesn't make sense. So
Yes,
explain,
Lord.
why would you make a move like that? Is that gambling? Is that what?
No, that's not gambling. That's being a smart investor. As a matter of fact, Wall Street, if you Google the term dumb money,
Mhm.
Wall Street calls you dumb money to your face.
Yeah.
But Wall Street are some of the people that feed you the FUD that causes fear. Why?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to come swoop it up. And just the fact of them, the sheer volume that they swoop it up pushes the price back up. So you sold it when it went down, and then you buy it back at the top.
Mhm.
That's why Wall Street calls you dumb money. Not Larry. Wall Street calls you dumb money because that's not the way to do it. So just like the talent, can I go to the Bible again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've said this before. Joseph, it is so, and I know I've talked about Joseph probably 3 times with you gentlemen. You guys read the entire story. Understand that when he was in Pharaoh's house, that they were preparing for a famine. Now, we have been in an abundance. Remember, he told them to take 7 years when he interpreted the dream, 7 years of abundance, store up a fifth, right? Store up a fifth. So he was saying, store up a fifth, not so you can hoard it, not so you could take it and bury it. But what did he do? They were buying, they had grain, they had food, they were buying property, they were buying real estate cheap when the famine came. They survived the famine, and not only did they survive, they thrived because of the famine. They started investing. Okay? And then when the famine was over, they were wealthy. People were willing to sell themselves into slavery to get
But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
The whole world was coming to them.
Yes.
For grain.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
That was the center. That was the New York Stock Exchange. All right. For the whole world. And he knew that bad times was coming, and he was able to store up. So that's a great analogy there. With Joseph.
Someone just asked, Larry, do you invest for people? No, I can't do that for 660,000 people. That's how many people follow me on the other platform. Well, the other platform is the one, that's where someone asked the question. No, I do not. I never will. The only person I invest for is my father, and his portfolio is doing nice. And we smacking the S&P 500. Okay? So you can do this. And I'm just telling you guys that we have been taught since school. The school system right now, the current school system right now is set up on a 85-year platform that was created to teach you how to be a good factory worker, whether your factory is in a cubicle or a corner office. That's what you were taught to do. And you got to understand the monetary system that the 5% controls, even since the back in the days of the Vanderbilts, that teaches the 5% controls, that teaches the 95% to be what? Consumers. So they teach you to consume. Right now, somebody went Christmas shopping. You are consuming. Now, my buddy Keenan Grace bought a Tesla, but his Tesla stock, as of yesterday, I saw the receipts, has gained him $120,000. His Tesla only costed $70,000. So Tesla paid for his Tesla. Follow? So all you got to do is change what you do. It's going to take a while, but change what you do. Now, everybody can't afford to just invest the type of money to get you to Tesla. But if you're going to buy a Tesla, you can at least buy some Tesla stock. You understand what I'm saying? I got Alta stock. I got Alta stock because every time I go in there with my wife, it's jam-packed and I'm looking at the books. So let's get back to crypto. Crypto is not the future. It's the now. It's not going anywhere, and it didn't just pop up.
Right.
I first started hearing about Bitcoin in 2012. And I was told about Bitcoin in 2014. Guess how much it was, Walter?
I don't remember.
$490.
Okay.
So one Bitcoin was $490 when I first looked at it.
Yeah.
And now it's 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to be 2, and soon to be 1 million. But here's the trick, and you heard it here. After 8 to 10 years, and a lot are saying 10, but after it hits $1 million per Bitcoin, why do you say that, Larry? Because there's more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. Remember, there's only 21 million.
Right.
The next year, it'll be worth 2 million. And so, Larry, I don't have that kind of money. You don't need that kind of money. You just need what you have. Just purchase a little with what you have. There are YouTube videos. I said that word. Anyway, there's videos on another platform that you could go on and just learn how to open up a Coinbase account, right? And I say that because it's one of the safest. And just look at it. Stop watching cat videos, on that other platform, and get serious about your money. Yeah, get serious about your money, good people. There's a lot of money to be made, even now. So what's the next question?
Well,
Go ahead, Sirwalter. Go ahead.
We're on Bitcoin. So people are asking about, okay, so you said I can get in there. Can you explain to them what fractional shares is, and can they take their brokerage account, tie it to their bank, and put a certain amount of money in either daily, weekly, monthly, and how does that benefit them?
Yes. So I have reoccurring purchases that I actually buy daily, right? You could set it to weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly, according to how you get paid. So you could say, well, Larry, I only have about $25 a week. Well, that's fine. Then you could say you could link it to your bank account because it is an insured. It's just like a stockbroker. Brokerage like Fidelity or whatever, or Schwab or Robinhood. It's the same thing except it's crypto. And then you could link your bank account to it, and then it could pull from your bank account one time. You tell it what to do, or you could say, hey, pull from it every week, or buy this crypto from this account every week. What I do personally is I put my money in what's called USDC, which is a stable coin that is in crypto. And it's always pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. So I don't have to wait for any kind of transactions. I have my money in my account, in my Coinbase account, and I set up all of my reoccurring buys. And then it purchases daily. And that's what I do. Why daily, Larry? Why don't you just put it all in? I do that because I'm buying it at the best rate of that day over a period of time, right? It's called dollar cost averaging, right? And so you could do that weekly. If you get paid monthly, you could do it monthly. The reason I do it daily is because it might pump up the next month. Right. And remember this, on red days, when you're buying on the red days, you will make the best profit than buying on the green days versus the green days. So I'm just talking about Bitcoin right now.
Sure.
When Bitcoin goes down, and we know it's on a long-term trajectory up, and you have these flash crashes, if it crashes down and you buy here and it comes back up, you've made all of this money, as opposed to somebody who bought it right here.
Right.
Follow? So when we have these flash crashes, Larry goes shopping. I'm in the middle of the night on the side of the bed like Jake from State Farm. Honey,
he's in my house now.
Oh, this is Jake from State Farm.
So Larry,
yep.
So can you take a minute, because So you're gonna have. Let me highlight me. Oh, that looks so good. No, so what happens is,
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
God.
Walter.
okay,
Hey.
die. So here's my question, briefly, because some of us go to church on Thursdays. Go back to the color code you mentioned, because you got two types of people that's on here. One are people who understand the lingo, but then you got some people who don't understand the lingo. And I did see where one person said that you should have had a graphics. She didn't know that you are prepared with the graphics. So take a moment to give us what you mean by red, green, whatever. And then just take a moment and briefly let me know when you're ready to show us that the scale, that the graphic, if you
First
can.
of all, my people, whoo, we know we can tell what people need to do.
Yeah.
Thing go.
You need to
Yes,
comb
boss.
your hair.
My people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on one second. We just see this. Everybody trying to teach the teacher. We do this all the time. I'm just joking, y'all. That's Rodney. Anyway, listen. All you need to do is listen. Okay. Last cycle, I walked away with about $348,000 in cryptocurrency.
Sure.
And that's 2021. And let me tell you, you guys don't be on these pages listening to some 47-year-old kid that I'm calling him a kid because he never left his mama's basement telling you to buy. Don't do it. Listen to someone that I do this 18 hours a day. I don't sleep. This is all I do. And I travel all over the world. I got millionaires and billionaires calling for me. And then when I get to sometimes my people, and I just
Which
go,
I call by your name?
My people. I shake my head. But
humble themselves.
I'm encouraged. You know why I'm encouraged, gentlemen? And I'll get to your point. Because people like Kimberly Ray and Tanya Ray, they've had me there at their church. They've had me at their convention speaking. Bishop Mike Thurston, me and Bishop Sanders have talked. Chairman Michael Eady brought me before the Church of God in Christ Pastors and Elders Council.
Praying for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? They were attentive, and I welcome that. And I lost money going there.
You been
because I turned down.
Walter lost money when he got there too.
Well, I turned down a big speaking engagement that I would have made a lot of money. But I'm trying to bring this to the brotherhood because this is my ministry, good people. This is my ministry to help you financially. So when you're shouting on Sundays, you're not shouting worrying about your bills.
Correct.
Listen, I keep saying this. The gospel has to be financed.
Yes, sir. And we got it. It's in your.
It's got to be financed. And so if the body is doing financially well, then the church is well. Right. And that's all I'm trying to say. Right?
So when you say the body, you're talking about the members.
The members
of the church. So what you're saying is, if the three of us are members, let's say of the same church, and we're both are properly dealing with Bitcoin, we're not just saving our money, but we are investing our money, because there's a difference between saving and investing.
Exactly.
The old school bank was just put your money in the bank, and they'll give you 0.001%.
Forgot a zero.
I forgot a zero. My bad. But in this day, it's more than just saving, but it's also about investing. So if the three of us, what you're saying, as members of the church, can invest, then it will increase the church, because two of us will be paying tithe off of that.
I can't deal with this dude, man.
One of us
Will not.
So,
Will not. But anyway,
so is that
you
what you're
finish.
saying? Because when the members grow financially, they're able to be stable in their finances, and they're able to make wise choices. Because an
Exactly.
investor makes wise choices in life. Period.
Exactly.
Am I right?
You're correct.
Yeah.
I'm
So
talking to you, and I'm
you're trying to find
trying to,
the
yeah, I'm building this chart to show.
okay. Yeah, go
So
ahead and build a chart.
here's you're right. And investing, what I don't want people to do, brothering, is to take all of their money and put it in crypto. No, I don't want you to go to your bank and I don't want you to go to your bank and start pulling out, money. I don't want you to cash out your 401k. I just want you to get an understanding. I'm not even telling you to buy.
Yeah.
I'm buying. I'm buying, and I'm up 300%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just telling you guys the truth, right?
Yeah. Linda
And
says she appreciates you.
thank you, Linda.
So
And
there's
so
fun.
I just want to bring forth. So I couldn't clean this up. So you know what? Bring me to the front. Forward. I
Okay.
want to show
Before I
people.
do that, let me
Yeah, yeah.
address something. Before I do that, I need to address something to Sister Osborne, one of my sisters in the gospel. This session is not a class. Both Stock Up with Larry Jones and even Sirwalterj Jones have classes that they teach. Larry has you shifted your program, so you started from day one. And I remember when you said you started, what you was doing is changing or eliminating the jargon, and you was making it simple where people can
Making it plain.
understand it.
Right.
And so
Let
you
me.
have classes that they
Yes.
can go to. So this is not per
Yes.
se a class. This is not stock on whatever 1.1 or whatever. No, this is just an update of what's going on in the Bitcoin field. That's all we're doing. But there are courses and there are classes for this for some of you that are looking for, and that'll come up in the latter part of this.
Let me touch on that now, and we'll keep going.
Sure.
I brought this. We're doing this to educate people that don't know where we are, and we're going to get to the point. I want to cover where we are in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring this to the masses to let you guys know on Facebook that don't know all of this that's going on. I know you guys here don't know that I have a massive following, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not on this platform. I don't even talk about it on this platform because you guys know the platform does this. But anyway, but I want you guys to know, and that's why we're doing this. There's no way for us for me to come here and explain everything. And I do have a full course, and that full course cover stocks, swing trading, and investing.
Mm-hmm.
It touches on options, and I have one of the best crypto chapters out there, all in one course. Now, these two gentlemen have links to my course, and the course is called Stock Up You. Mm-hmm. Stock Up You. I have provided a coupon code for these gentlemen. So if you are watching me on Elder Rodney Jones's page, click his link. If you're watching me on the Sirwalterj Jones page, click his link. There's a coupon code called LEARN, Learn. You put that in at checkout and you will get the biggest discount we have ever given. Now, I want to tell you that since the 9th, there's been 2,100 new members since the 9th of November. So our company, we're not hungry. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of free stuff on the internet. All right. But if you want to get a full understanding, I provided a deep discount for these gentlemen. Don't come to my page and click the link. Please click it on the pages that you. I bought Larry Jones's course. All right. Who is that?
Grace Beauty by
yes.
Grace Beauty.
Ask Grace Beauty, how is she doing? And is it not a good course on understanding, not just understanding, earning? Leave us a comment. I don't know who you are, but leave us a comment. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been blessed with this course? Now, personally, I've probably now spent over $30,000 worth of courses. And when you see the price at checkout, you'll be like, okay, he's trying to get this message out. All right. Let me go to this chart and explain this, Rodney.
Okay. All right.
There we go. So now, this is don't let this scare you. I'm going to break this down for you guys. Okay. So remember, you can do this, right? I'm going to keep saying that through this whole thing. You can do this. You can understand. Never tell yourself it's too complicated. It's not. We're going to just take it in bite-sized pieces. Okay. So you see this orange one. This is called the halving. Excuse me. This is the event that I just talked about. Now, this date goes back to 2016. All right. So this was the first halving. And then you see this run up, right? Well, I want to let you know that run up represents 2,000, like 2,200%. Follow? So whatever you invested here, Bitcoin, it went up 2,200%. You are hearing that right, 2,200%, right? So after every halving, you see that green space? That's when it's the Bitcoin winter and it is surging. And that is the cycle we are in now, but we are only at the beginning stages, as I will show you. So what happens after that? You have what's called crypto winter when it cools off, right? So you see this where it says DCA, that means dollar cost average. I call that the accumulation phase. Here's where you're buying $5, $10 a day. You're just buying, right? Some of us, $100 a day. It depends on your financial income, right? And so you're just buying. So then what happens in 2020? Other than COVID, it was the halving. And then what happened after that? This same period happened again. Boom, cycle top, right? And then here we go with the distribution. And then what? Crypto winter. But the people that sold off here, if you got 4 years to wait, all you got to do is stay in. Long term, you see it's doing what, good people? It's going up. All right. And so 2021 was the top of the bull cycle. Here's when I cashed out $348,000. I didn't cash out right at the top. I cashed out a little before. All right. And then what? Crypto winter, right? And then it comes back down. Here's crypto winter again, right? So now here we are right now, gentlemen. You guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
So here we are right now, halving. Now, I'm going to go back. Halving, bull run, halving, bull run, halving. We're just getting started. So we got all of this to go. But I want you to also know that every bull run is getting cut is actually getting cut, right? So this bull run was all of this, and then this bull run was only a half of that, right? And so even if we go half of the last bull run, we can get to what? Look at that. I'm going to pull this up. Let me do this. I want to show you guys something. There we go. I want to show you guys something. Trend info. Okay, I want to show you guys something that's very important. Okay, so now these are called trend lines, right? If you follow this trend, let me do this. Sorry, good people. There we go. My commands are not working correctly. All right. It's not the right trend line. I was trying to.
You want me to do it? I can do it for you. Give me the. Give me
Right.
the
You want us to come back to you?
No, don't. I want to do this. I want to show this. I want to show why it could, and I want them to see why it could hit actually 200,000 this cycle. There we go. This is what I was looking for, this angle tool. All right. So here's why we think it could hit 200,000. Because crypto summer, crypto winter, right? Crypto summer, crypto winter. Now here come the halving, crypto summer. So you see how this goes to the top of this band and it comes back down. It goes to the top of this band. It comes back down. Guess what it'll be if it goes back to the top of this band? So 200,000 is about, let me strike a line so you guys could see it. Now I want you to just stay right here because this is what's needed. So if we go to the 200,000 Bitcoin, let me make that line bigger and bolder.
Make it bolder, Doc.
Red. All right. So now you guys see this red line here? I want people to see this. This red line right here, Rodney, is Bitcoin at 200,000. See that?
Yes.
It actually is let's just push that on up. All right. There is 200,000, 202.
Is this a chart of Bitcoin or crypto?
This is Bitcoin.
This is Bitcoin. Okay? Thank you.
This is Bitcoin. Yes. So let's go over this one more time because this is what people need to see more than us just talking, right?
Yes.
So is this Bitcoin? Yes. So you could see the crypto halving, then the bull run, right? Cool off. Crypto halving, bull run, cool off, right? January of this year, 2024, crypto halving, and we just started this bull run. So if you look at this chart, it goes up to the top of this. Look at the blue line up the top, blue line at the bottom, right? It goes to the top of the band, retrieves. Top of the band, retrieves. We only halfway to the top of the band. See what I'm saying? So we haven't even gotten to this green spot to where we actually go up. And this is why people are saying it could hit 200,000 by 2025. All of this green spot is 2025. Okay. And so that's what I wanted to show people. Sorry, I just pulled that up on the fly. You know, I look at charts. I'm not a professional charter, but I know how to chart enough to make money. All right. And so that's what I wanted to show you. Now, institutional buy-in is something that happened this year that has never happened before. Walter, could you Google how much Bitcoin has BlackRock purchased this year? Okay. And then, Rodney, while you start talking, I want to find a clip. Well, I can't play it from my end. There's a clip on YouTube. I was at the Bitcoin conference. The incoming president asked to come. And so we had 2 hours clearing and all of this. He came and spoke. There's about 8,000 to 10,000 of us at the Bitcoin conference. And the president-elect, who's coming in office, whether you like him or not, said, we, America, will be first with Bitcoin. He says, I wanted mined and minted here in the United States.
Sure did.
So guess who's going to follow? Every other nation.
Yeah, that's right.
Putin was talking about that, holding Bitcoin as a reserve. Putin and another head of state was saying that they wanted to beat America. I'm telling you guys right now, the day that America puts $10 into purchasing Bitcoin as a reserve, you won't be able to catch it.
Yeah.
Let's answer another question.
BlackRock, 24 billion. They bought 400,000 coins.
Worth how much?
as of October. This is
That's I
24
was going to
billion.
say that's of October. And
Yeah,
how much did they buy?
24 billion back then.
That was a one purchase. They
Yeah.
own way more than that.
Yeah.
So remember, they own you know who else is buying? Fidelity, Schwab is buying Bitcoin, and didn't just start. So while you are saying, "Oh, it's funny money," they buying it.
They sure are. I tell my people, follow the white man's money. I tell them all
Let's
the
take
time.
3 minutes now. I put some questions to the side, and we can't
Yes.
answer questions all night. I'm gonna only go in there and grab a couple of questions because some of us got Bible class at 7:30. Here is a question from Mirror Work Conversations with Lady O podcast. If
My people.
Bitcoin is at 100,000 per coin, how is it possible to purchase 100 a day? $100.
The same thing as if you go to a purchase something and it costs us $1, and then you give them $100 bill. They're gonna give you $99 back. Same thing. You're just buying a fraction of a Bitcoin. Same thing. It's the same thing as if you take a block of gold like they did in the old days and break a piece off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So you can literally go to Coinbase right now. As a matter of fact, those of you that have Robinhood, you can buy a Bitcoin through there. As a matter of fact, if you have Fidelity, you could buy IBIT, which is BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. So you don't even have to go to Coinbase. You could buy Bitcoin with your broker right now when the market opens.
And as a historian, I'm the only one in the room that's a historian.
The very only one. You're the only one.
Yep.
Buying fractional shares.
I'm a historian.
Buying fractional shares in a coin is not new to cryptocurrency because back in the day, you would actually if you wanted a coin, they would actually cut the coin. Understand? And give you portions of a coin. And sometimes you see on these cartoon shows, they would take the coin and bite it like that. You know, they would
yeah.
They would bite it. I often wonder why they would bite it like that on cartoon, because they wanted to see if that sucker was real. Okay. Yeah. But they would literally cut that coin and you would buy a portion of you would own a portion of the coin. So Bitcoin is not a new concept. It's just an old concept digitized now. And so the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Yeah. Here's a question from Brother Bernie. Can you take about a minute to answer? That's anybody. What steps do you take to cash out crypto to get into a bank account? If that's something
easy
that you want to do.
You go to the crypto that you have, you hit the sell button, and then it'll ask you, you hit sell, and it hits sell, and then you literally say sell to cash, and then you move it right to your bank account instantly. And here's what's better than a regular broker: 24/7.
That's right.
Crypto trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yep. You don't have to wait on the market to open or close.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's always open.
It's always open. Because if you look on your app right now, that Bitcoin is doing this up and down, up and down, up and down. I bought some XRP yesterday. It was like what? It was like maybe 230, something like that. As I was buying, it was dropping.
Now I set Walter up on what coins to buy a while back, and I suggest diversifying. I'm glad you brought up XRP. So a lot of you guys are going to hear about these popular coins, and you're going to YOLO all your money into one coin, which is a mistake.
Big mistake.
Right? A big mistake. So I would diversify. I would buy some Bitcoin. I would buy some altcoins, and then the smallest amount. So I say right now, I would say 50. I would say 70 if you're older, 70% in the Bitcoin, and the rest in the alt and meme coins, right? So I like Bitcoin, of course. For an altcoin, I like a coin called a SUI. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let people see these in Coinbase.
Sui is rallying. Sui is
And
definitely
SUI,
rallying.
I'm up 100% on SUI. I'm up 100 and people say, Larry, used to be so private for years, and now you're talking because now you're showing. I don't want people to miss this. That's all. I just don't want us to miss this, right? So my SUI, I will tell you, I'm going to show you. This is one coin, good people.
Wait,
You could
John.
see, yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you're going to do that.
Okay, you could see that I'm up 137% on my SUI coin. Right? That's one of my coins. I'm up. You could see how much I'm up, right? Right? So what I'm saying is that what I would do, this is Larry. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. What I would do is called dollar cost average. I would buy a little Bitcoin. I would buy a little SUI until you get more educated, which you will. Okay. So SUI is spelled here. Let me build you guys a little portfolio to start with. Okay.
Hurry.
All right. All right. All right. So here's one called, and they can come back and rewind this.
Yeah.
This is XRP. This is the one that everyone's talking about, right? I would get a little XRP. This is Larry. This is what Larry would do. I can't tell you what to do, right? So I would get a little XRP. Of course, 50% of what I would buy now is BTC, which is Bitcoin, which is at 100K. So that's ticker symbol BTC. Okay. And if you want a high risk, high reward coin, which I would only put 10% in, I like Bunk. Okay. That's what I like. That's what I have my money in. That's ticker symbol BONK. Okay. So I got Bunk. And then here is another one, SUI, SUI. So I would make 70% of what I buy between SUI, which is SUI, and Bitcoin, BTC.
All right, while you're doing that, Larry, right quick, because Rodney got to go. Explain the red day and the green day, please.
So when the markets go down, let's go back to SUI. Bring me full screen, Rodney. I'm going to blow through this really quick. Okay, did you hear me, Rodney?
Yeah, you full screen.
You bring me full? No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry.
That's when my screen is on the full.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
All right.
All right.
My bad.
So if you're buying here, you're fine. You're going to make money over a period of time. But the person who's going to make the most money are the people that's buying down here. Why? Because when you keep dollar cost averaging, this is December 12th. The person that was buying in this range, what happens when you buy here? So if I've just purchased here, then it goes up. See here? Right here, these are the red days. You can see that it was for the month, it was coming down, right? You don't know when that's going to happen. But the people that bought in this range, it goes from negative 12% to what? Positive 12%. That's a 24% move, right? And so a 22% move, right? So because we don't know that, when you're buying every day, so you're buying on the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and you just keep buying, what you're doing is buying an average of all of these days. So what I do is on the red days, because I know that we still have crypto summer to come, on the red days, I actually buy more when people are scared. And then I actually buy less when it goes back up. But what I would say is just keep buying, 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 buying. Follow? So when you buy on the red days, you are actually putting yourself in a better position and you will make more money. You guys can pull back up now, Rodney.
All right, yeah, Larry, do you have a Cash App?
I don't want money. I want everybody to take whatever you're going to Cash App me, open up your broker account and put it in your own account.
And then
that's
transfer
what you can do for me.
And then
that's what you could do for me. I am good in the money department. I'm trying to help you guys
make a statement, and then I'm gonna go. A couple of years ago, I was working in a home. I was flipping a house for my friend Ron, and I said, God, I need some money. I was broke. I was in trouble, and there was a register, a heat register. I put my hand in there and I pulled out a roll of coins. I think it was 22 or 25 coins, silver or gold.
It was 24 coins.
24 coins. So I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, I got $24. Thank you, Lord. Shortly after, Larry walks in. He said, hey, bro. I said, hey, man, look, I got these coins that I just found. That's $24. Larry said, that's silver. I can get you some money for that. So Larry takes it and he goes to the pawn shop. He calls me and the pawn shop was offering him, what was it, Larry, $10 per coin?
Yeah.
So I'm like, $10 at 24 coins, that's $240. I said, grab it. So Larry said, wait a minute, bro. If the pawn shop is offering you that, they're going to make money off of you. He says, tomorrow I'm going to dress up and I'm going to go to the exchange people.
The exchange. Yes.
So then Larry texts me the next day. He says, when I text you, I want you to call me and say, is this the brother man that's trying to buy or invest in the silver, whatever it was? So I did it. And Larry said, that's all right, sir. I already found a buyer. Larry came back to my job with $540.
Yep.
So I went from $25 to $540. I peeled him off $200 and I said, how does it feel to be my broker? Just like that. So in one day, this is some good stuff. It's very interesting. Unfortunately, our time is out. So what we're going to have to do, gentlemen, y'all can rewind this because it's up there. But you can, if y'all want us to come back for part 2, I'm willing to come back tomorrow. Or if Larry don't have the time,
I won't be able to. That. Yeah, we will come back soon, but my calendar is jam packed. I will come back soon, as soon as we discuss it, because the more information. Until then, I'm telling you guys that I give this information out every day on Stock Up with Larry Jones. And in closing, if you want to fast track to if you really want to fast track to understanding not just crypto, but stocks and actually understand it, because I demystify the jargon that they made on purpose, and you want to fast track and get there, then download, if you're watching from Sirwalterj Jones's page, download the link that I have provided for him, because I've given you guys a special discount. If you're watching this from Bishop Rodney Jones, then download the link there. Okay.
Yes. It's in my description.
It's in the description.
In my description.
Exactly. And thousands of people have taken this course and are actively making money, not just investing, but actively making money. The lady that said she took the course, did she leave a comment?
Oh,
that has the class. Do you remember her name?
It's a business and I'm just gonna look. Mirror work, got it right there.
And while you're looking, Larry, remember there's Bunk 2.0 and there's Bunk on base, and so
just regular base, regular Bunk.
Yeah, make sure it's
regular
regular.
bunk, go to Coinbase and just get regular bunk.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you guys, when you have a coin and then you have these off coins like baby bunk and baby bunk with full diaper and all of this, don't get into that crap.
Yeah,
Full
don't do it.
diaper. Okay. I can't remember her name. I should have
Okay.
saved it over because when we left the screen,
That's all right.
only 391 comments on here.
That's all.
Oh.
And for those of you who are watching from my channel,
yeah,
there's some questions there that I can't answer. I'll answer it in the Patreon room for those of you who didn't get your answer. And if it's too difficult for me, I'll research it, get with Uncle Larry to get the answer. But I'll get you all in the Patreon. I'll do a special Patreon tomorrow for some of these questions. Okay.
Now let me show them my page because there's a lot of scammers out there. If you get a DM from somebody in Facebook, it's not me. I don't DM. Don't DM me. I won't DM you. If you having a conversation with somebody and they say they're Larry, it's not. You're going to get scammed. Don't do it. I don't do it. I can't do it. The demand is too high. I can't and will not do it because I'm trying to help you protect your money. This is me. All right. And you can clearly see that it's verified. So I have the verification check. And then I have 664,000 subscribers. If it ain't here, it ain't me. Okay. So never send money or crypto to anyone. And you control your own money. You don't owe me anything. Just be a good steward and support ministry and be blessed yourself. That's all. That's what this is all about. So if you were going to cash out me anything, promise me that you will take that money and open up your own account and learn.
Makes sense.
Right.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. All right.
Okay.
All right. Because it's going to see a lot of spam. A lot of spam is going to show up in this show here. Ignore all of it because we don't reach out to you all. We just don't do it.
We don't have private conversations in people's inbox.
We don't have them. I don't have them.
Yeah. Yep. All right. If I'm gonna have a
conversation, you mean you're not in Africa, Rodney? You that money I sent you, you're not an African prince?
Well, I'm a prince. So wait, well, you got to warn her, brother, when you're gonna do this. Let me see.
No, I'm just showing my page here. All right, this is my page. All right. Okay. That handsome man right there.
Is that when you were sick? Is that when you were sick? What's with that? Oh my God.
Good people. Y'all see what I got to deal with.
Show us yours, Rodney Jones.
So, I got to go through too much to swing over there.
Oh, so, sure you do. Sure you do.
Yeah. So we got to get out of here. I have a 7:30 session.
Yes, sir.
And then I've already texted members to let them know that I'm en route. I think, look, Brother Larry, maybe I'll play your intro as our outro.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll play your intro as our outro. And yes, the question keeps coming up. These are my blood brothers. I don't mean Sonic, Walter people.
Hey,
no, we are true blood brothers.
Hey, Rodney.
Sir?
At least that's what my daddy told me.
That's what daddy said. And, saints don't lie on Wednesdays.
Right. One of them I kind of accept. The other ones I go, are you sure?
Yeah. We looking for what's his name to let us know you are not the father. All right. We all know our own various. I'm Rodney Jones of the Rodney Jones Sunday School.
Hey,
he's stocked up with Larry Jones.
My secretary is upstairs. Could you put the coupon code in? The coupon code for you guys is LEARN, LEARN. Could you both put that in there? Your coupon codes. It's LEARN.
It's actually in there.
Right. Yeah. Now, let me say this. When you come to my page, you're going to see the coupon code EARN. Well, the EARN is not going to earn you a deeper discount like LEARN will. So I'm blessing I'm blessing you through these two gentlemen. Your coupon code for the deepest discount is LEARN, LEARN. And you could buy now and pay later, because at checkout, you can use PayPal, Klarna, Afterpay, or Affirm. Okay. But until then, YouTube and Google as much information as you can.
Okay. Let's give up our mottos, because Alexa is telling me that I'm supposed to be at church already. We'll give our mottos. My motto is teaching the word of God in the spirit of excellence. Sir Walter.
Best I got.
Oh my goodness.
And Larry.
Gentlemen, live, love, laugh, and learn. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
What's up, good people?